What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where, if you guys can't tell the excitement in my voice, well, you can probably put two and two together by what's sitting right behind me right now. Yes, the 2022 Maserati MC20. And I apologize about the windy day today. I drove all the way out here to Tampa to see this car. This is going to be the second Maserati MC20 that we've had on the channel. We're doing it big because the first MC20 was the first one in the US and it was David Beckham's personal car. Now we have a satin black Maserati MC20 with a sticker price of $210 to start, but $250,000 after options. This looks sick, and today I'm happy to announce we're going to take it out for a drive. Yes, you're going to see firsthand how the Maserati MC20 is on the road. So with that said, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because when you subscribe, it grows the channel, more people know about the channel, and I get more opportunities like this one here to get these MC20s out to you guys and show them off on the channel. With that said, let's check it out. Now, the whole reason why you're here is because this is a personal car from Brad at the Motor Enclave. Now, Brad is building a racetrack here in Tampa that has housed garages, all right, for your cars, to store your cars in the garages, and they are like mini condominiums. It's pretty sweet. I'm gonna post all the links in the description below so you can follow the Motor Enclave on Facebook. All right, check out their website. You can buy garages right now. They're selling a lot of them right away, guys. So with that said, they're gonna have a racetrack, they're gonna have a dirt track, they're gonna have a lot of cool stuff, and your garages will be right on the tracks. It's really cool. Check them out. I'm gonna leave all their contact information down below because Brad was able to provide this beautiful MC20 to me today. So make sure you guys give him a look. If you're gonna be out here in the Tampa area, I mean, this is going to be pretty big. I will probably be stopping back by to get some more content at their new track here in Tampa. So with that said, thank you so much, Brad, for this beautiful opportunity. So yes, this is exactly what you guys think it is. It's the 2022 Maserati MC20. The reviews are in, people are finally posting their driving impressions, and everyone is loving this car, as we knew they would. You know, a lot of people would say Maserati is back, you know, and us as, you know, loyal fans to Maserati would just say, hey, you know, jump on the bandwagon, because we knew this thing was coming. We knew it was going to be great, all right? We knew Maserati was going to do what they needed to do to drop the jaws of fellow car enthusiasts and really show them that Maserati is a brand to be respected, all right? This is a brand that has been around for years, and really, they wanted to shut up all of the critics and say, look at, this is what we can do, and this is proof right in front of me here. Now, as you guys can see, this is wrapped in satin black Expel PPF, all right? So it's protection film, but it's satin black, which makes this look even crazier. It is beautiful. You guys can already tell here that the spec is something immaculate. I mean, check it out. Blue calipers, carbon ceramic brakes. I mean, look at this thing. It is insane. I mean, the lines on this are just so elegant, but so swift, so aggressive, and so, you know, just intimidating at the same time. I don't even know how to really describe it or put words on it, because it's just so many things at once. Maserati did such a good job on the design. Klaus Busse, if you're watching, which you probably aren't, but if you're watching, bravo, sir, bravo, because again, this is the second one I've seen on the channel, and it still is blowing me away. This will not be the last on the channel, and believe me, all of the other ones will give me the same impression of taking my breath away. So just to make you guys familiar about a few things with the Maserati MC20 when it comes to technical specifications, this car is 184 inches in length, 86 inches in width, 48 inches in height, and you are looking at a wheelbase of 106 inches with a 66-inch front track. And the MC20 is supposed to be your practical supercar, right? Where you're looking at 1.8 cubic feet of space right here in your front. As you guys can see, not much can go up there, but you can fasten down a few things up front. And then when you get to the rear, well, you're looking at 3.5 cubic feet of space when it comes to the rear cargo, all right? So again, it's deeper, obviously, you know, a couple of bags can go back there, but Nothing too crazy, obviously, because of the fact that this is a mid-engine supercar, but it is nice to have a frunk and a trunk. Now, for your fuel, well, don't have fuel rating yet for an EPA, but we do know that this holds 18.85 gallons of fuel in the MC20. And the engine, we know all about this bad boy, right? This is optioned out with the carbon fiber engine cover over this twin turbo V6 Neptune engine. So with that said, we're looking at 621 horsepower. That is insane, with a 2.9 second 0 to 60 and a 202 mile per hour top speed. Now, if you guys haven't noticed yet, this is not a spec with carbon fiber, all right? So the first one, we were able to see the carbon fiber exterior kit, which is about $35,000. So you save a little bit money getting it to look like this, which it still looks great with the big trident up front, all right? The mesh grille that has a really kind of obscure but cool looking shape. I think it really just kind of flows with how everything is looking up front. It just kind of, the curvature around it, it's really cool. You'll have to see it in person, all right? But then the front lip here is done in plastic this time around, all right? You do have your LED headlights up here, which I will display for you guys shortly. You have your classic Maserati emblem, but it is the 2022 variant, and that will focus. There we go, all right? And then if I step back, you will see the nice little nostrils here, all right? And that is not for cooling, obviously, because, well, the engine's back there. This is definitely for airflow, all right? So the airflow will definitely give it a nice little wind tunnel here. And guess where that goes? Right here to the back, all right? And then that is for cooling and extracting. Same right here, all right, where this Lexan glass is. They have a lot of different ways they do cooling and airflow and just overall design elements of this car. It looks really cool. Now, you can see, yes, we have the birdcage wheels, 20-inch birdcage wheels, all right, blue calipers, carbon ceramic brakes. I mean, this looks so good on these Bridgestone tires. I mean, wow, look at that. I love the look of these wheels. Again, on Beckham's MC20, it was a little bit different because it was part of the Fierce Series program, so his wheels were completely different from it. I think they're anything that's normally offered standard on these cars when you configure them. So I love these wheels, I love the look of these, and I love the blue caliper with the satin black. Looks really good. MC20 badge right there. All right, we do also have nice little airflow pocket here with a grill back there. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but that's gonna stop rocks from coming up here and chipping down the side of your MC20 paint, however you have it out. So, I mean, that still looks super cool. Just the whole design and flowiness of it. It's functional, but it's also a design element too, which looks really cool. All right, and again, going back here to where the airflow goes, all right, you have the big trident right on the back as well. And then we come to the back. And again, you have the nice little spoiler here, all right, but it's not done in carbon fiber because we do not have that package on this car. Still looks good. Again, with this not being carbon, it doesn't take away from the look at all. I think it just gives it one solid kind of, you know, I guess singular design where it's not too broken up, you know, by carbon fiber and paint or carbon fiber and plastic or anything like that. It just all looks really good and flowy together. So I do like the way that all of this looks. These taillights are super cool, super aggressive looking when they're lit up. They're evil. We will have them lit up in just a second. All right, and then you have your nice rear diffuser that's aggressive with that shark fin down there. All right, you do have the, I want to say, kind of like the mesh style grille when it comes to the diffuser vents down here. I want to say mesh because it goes up here too as well. And then you have your dual exhaust tips right here in the rear in the middle of the bumper. You guys can see the motor enclave there, just in case you guys need to know. All right, that is going to be where Brad's business is and where the racetrack is. But yeah, take a look at it from the back. Yeah, she looks cool. Now we need to check out the interior of this thing because this spec is really cool in the inside. Obviously, this is a Maserati where the doors go up. Again, the billionaire doors. If you guys didn't catch my joke from the first time, there it is. Again, billionaire doors on the Maserati MC20. Dihedral doors, butterfly doors, whatever you want to call them, they look fantastic, all right? So that is a beautiful thing, right? Carbon fiber monocoque here on this MC20, forged carbon in the doors, if you guys can't tell there. Kind of get a little bit closer, but that's all forged carbon fiber, all right? So you can kind of see it a little bit better there. I mean, that whole paneling, it's cool because it's super light. Now, before you step in, you see the carbon fiber MC20 side sill here, all right? And you see the doors are up with the leather wrap, all right? The blue stitching, the Alcantara with the blue etching throughout. I've been waiting to see this interior since they showed it off in the launch spec MC20. That looks really cool. I love the blue etching there, all right, with the blue strap for the handle to pull down the door. You also have your button to open the door, all right? That is it. You press that and the door goes up, all right? Sonos Faber sound system, which I believe is standard, but I don't think it's I don't want to say an upgraded system on this one because you would see that aluminum plate over the speaker grill there. Now, looking inside, first let's start off with these seats. Look at these seats, guys. I've been waiting to see these seats. They are so cool with the blue etching. Man, I love it. And it just ties together the blue calipers. Now we know we have that Maserati stitching there, all right? In the headrest, we have the carbon fiber kind of, I don't want to even know what this called this. I don't know what it is necessarily, but it's styling. It's, you know, like a little hole there. But with that said, you have the blue going along the side with the stitching to go with it, all right? And then this etching in the Alcantara, just one of the coolest seats I've ever seen in my life. These are slick, love them. Then throughout the rest of the cabin, you know the Maserati MC20 is pretty simple, but it is not missing carbon fiber, it is not missing Alcantara, all right? I mean, it's got aluminum, it's got everything you need in here. So let's check this thing out. Stepping in is always a chore, because you gotta kind of get low, go on one foot, lift the other one up, right over, and there we are. We are in the cockpit. Now, again, very awesome looking cockpit. I mean, you do have leather, blue stitching all throughout. You have carbon fiber on the uppers, all right? Carbon fiber on the steering wheel, Alcantara. I mean, it looks so good in here. The MC20 plate there, all right? It's just a great place to be. I love it. And it's a little cramped. I understand that for sure, but that's what you expect out of these kind of cars. You can see the Neptune engine tucked away back there in that little window behind the deck lid there. All right, and the whole Alcantara headliner completely covered. I mean, yeah, this is a great place to be, guys. The steering wheel is something else. We know it. Close to the Alfa Romeo family. All right, we do have the start-stop button here on the left-hand side, and that's new for Maserati. We do have a launch control button on the right-hand side here, but you have to hit 500 miles before launch control is able to be used. So with that said, you cannot use launch control on this yet. I misspoke earlier. I think I said 47 miles. This has 149 miles on it. So it's been driven just a little bit, but he's only had it, I think, for about a month, maybe 3 weeks. So with that said, yeah, it's a good place to be. You can see over here we have our lighting controls, all right, and our door control, our door mirror controls. All right, under here we have where we would do the parking brake, our electric parking brake. All right, this is for your trunk, and all the way under here is for your front, but you have to like reach back there and pull that. Then you have your aluminum pedals down there as well. All right, if I go back up top, you'll see the carbon fiber paddle shifters column mounted, good for Maserati styling. We have our Maserati MIA infotainment system, which you've seen on all of the new Maseratis with the Uconnect 5. All right, we do have our drive modes here. All right, we have 5 modes. We have wet, GT, sport, Corsa, and ESC off. All right, so with that said, you can tell that Corsa is definitely going to be your most aggressive driving mode. All right, going to soft nose dampers in sport, and then it will do the same in Corsa. Now, right here, drive, manual. All right, it's as easy as that. Manual mode, drive mode. And then reverse, it's as simple as that. They made it pretty simple here. And then you do also have the big carbon fiber slab here. All right, the charging port where you can set your phone there. And then you come down, you have your window controls here. All right, and your radio controls here. And then you have the Alcantara lined armrest, all right, with the blue stitching. Very small cup holder there, super small cup holder. And then inside you can place your Maserati key fob or a couple extra storage things there. But yeah, that is the MC20. Now, let's start it up, right? I mean, we have to start it up. So, put on the brake. Here we are. We'll pull this down. You see the digital odometer there, all right? So when you change your driving modes, it changes up completely between the driving modes. So if you go to Corsa, obviously it's gonna give you your RPM revs and everything like that. Corsa also opens up the valves for the exhaust. GT, wet mode changes up a little bit as well. And then if you wanted to go all the way over past Corsa and go to ESC off, then that's when everything is up to you, all right? So that's how you turn off all of your help, I would say. You are on your own on that one. But yeah, it's pretty simple here as far as, you know, the controls. You can press this button here to go to the menus there on the left-hand side. So you can see they have a GPS, I have my trip, everything like that there. Again, it's pretty simple. It really reminds me of how Alfa Romeo did their TFT screen, where everything was pretty simple as far as your options. But yeah, this is a great place to be. Obviously, you do have your Uconnect 5 system, which is very glary in here. Sorry about that. But this looks super clean per usual. If you guys have seen my other videos on this, it's the same exact thing for the MC20, all right? But you do have the rear view camera here, all right? Then you have the rear view camera here in the mirror. Now, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that yet because it's very zoomed in, it seems like. Maybe there's some settings you can change on that. I do like this view a little bit better, but when it comes to looking in the rear view mirror, I get it. You can barely see out of this thing. The viewable is bad, so you do have a camera back there as well to help things out. We've been over everything before in Beckham's MC20 video, so I want to make this part very quick because we want to get to the driving aspect of this thing. All right, so we've seen the beautiful interior here, but let's see how she works. So you do have the lift system, I did notice as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you need it. Yeah, definitely. And I think that's like a $4,000 option or a $5,000 option, something like that. So yeah, no launch control until 500 miles. So you got some time. And then what driving modes do you normally drive it in?
I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, so normally I think standard you're in GT mode, which, you know, everyday driving mode. Obviously sport's going to give you a little bit more behind the throttle, and then of course is your most hardcore mode.
Yeah. I think it's going to be an awesome track car.
Oh yeah.
That's really what
and you'll be able to test it on your track. Was this something that you had to get on a waiting list for, or did you, were you know, 2 years ago?
When I read about it, I went in the dealership and they had,
for your allocation?
2 allocations.
Really? Wow, that's insane. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So she's telling, oh, somebody's close to you?
Yeah.
Parking sensor going off. So yeah, the mirror definitely is something to get used to, but it helps in this situation for sure.
Well, everybody pulls right up to me because they're trying to see
what kind of car is that?
I do like the sound. The sound's good, but
yeah,
the body doesn't get going too, spur it up.
Yeah, and then the turbos get spooling and everything like that. Yeah, so you just gotta. I know it's hard to find open road, and it seems like there's a lot of city traffic here. This was part of the launch stitching, as far as, you know, the launch spec had this stitching. And I was impressed. I was like, that's probably the coolest seats I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, and these are comfortable, super comfortable.
Yeah. And I think they had an option for a racing seat or something.
Yes, yep, they have carbon seats as well. Yeah,
but
they did.
Really see it, so.
Yeah, I know. It's really just to say you have them. Yeah. They're maybe a little bit more lightweight, but you know, with such a grand touring car like this, I mean, if you only use it for the track, then okay, maybe. Right. But for everyday use, I think these seats just work out the best. They just feel really good.
I like that they have regular turn signal, like the Ferraris have buttons.
Oh, buttons on the side. You have a normal stock. All right, you have your column-mounted paddle shifters. So it's just, it's everything you're familiar with. You don't have to, it's not too much troubleshooting and trying to figure things out when you first get in. Right. Which it seems very easy to drive and just get in and drive it, you know. Yeah, these seats, they're not too form-fitting either. You know, it could be for bigger guys and, you know, still not feel like it's sucking you in. The Uconnect 5 is so clean.
Do they have that in other cars of theirs?
Yes, so for 2021, Maserati started putting it in the Levante, Ghibli, and Quattroporte. I really like this system. So, you know, a lot of supercars have the laggy systems or like something that's very minimalist done because it's like, oh, well, you don't want to worry about that stuff. You want to, you know, just drive the car. But when you get a car that could be something close to a daily supercar, you know, like something on the lines of an Audi R8, you got to have that kind of system in it. How do you feel as far as the transmission and everything? Do you feel like this is easy?
Oh yeah, it's good. Ferrari's actually got a lot. That's a V12, so it's got crazy oomph power.
Yeah.
This has got a spool up power. Like once you like. Very responsive.
I love that sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah. From behind, it sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's intoxicating. And you know, Maserati is always pretty good with sound.
And it's got really good, you know, sound cabin. You don't hear all the crazy.
Yes.
Road noise is very small compared to any other car I've had.
Yes.
Ferrari's got crazy road noise.
And Maserati, on their normal cars, they have the dual pane windows and everything, the nice thick glass. So they make it to where if you want to hear it, you can, but you don't have to.
This is very insulated.
Yes. Oh, you can just hear the whistle. She corners. Oh my gosh.
I haven't done this yet.
Oh. That, I mean, it sticks to the road. It sticks to the road. The downforce. Wow. Well,
you can have any car right now.
Any car, it would probably be, and I know that sounds biased, but the Maserati MC12.
Yeah.
That's such a rare car. It's such an iconic car based off of the Enzo. We know how special the Enzo is. And it's just one of those sought-after cars that when you see it, it's such a unicorn. Everybody just gawks at it. Yeah, that was
probably not fun to drive.
It's probably not fun to drive, but I would say it's prime Maserati era.
Yeah.
I believe the MC12. And again, it sounds biased, especially because we're in what would be the successor to that car, right. In a sense that was, you know, that was.
I like that they kept a lot of the elements design-wise.
Yes.
But this car, I don't know how long that car is. This car's probably 2 feet smaller.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that car's super long, super wide.
Yeah.
I have yet to see one in person, but I've read all about it.
Yeah.
But it's just, that's how just the allure of that and the desire to be able to see and to be around that car.
Yeah.
I feel like it's something that I definitely need to experience one day.
Yeah.
So that would be one of my favorites of all time.
I've seen him at a few car shows, but never been in one.
Never been. Oh, so you've seen? See, I haven't gotten lucky enough to see it. But yeah, I think that would be it for me. You know, that's what, 2004. You know, it still kept up with me for this long.
That's cool. What about an everyday driver?
Everyday driver? Wow, that's a good question. I honestly, again, to sound biased, the Giulia.
You're paid by Maserati.
No, I'm not. So I was gonna say the Giulia Quadrifoglio.
Oh, awesome.
The Giulia Quadrifoglio. Yes, when you really want to put the power down, you can. But if you want to drive it as a daily, which a lot of people do, drive their Giulias as a daily, it's a beautiful car. That
car didn't do well in the U.S., right?
It didn't. I don't know if it was.
A while. Like,
yes.
As soon as they started saying it didn't do well, then all of a sudden.
Right. It's always comes down to marketing, brand awareness, and you know, a lot of the Alfa Romeo stigma from older models is the reliability.
Right.
You know, so that carries over.
That's the hesitation on this car.
Right.
Everyone's like, "Oh, you're crazy." I'm like, "No, it's a whole new everything."
Right.
And now driving it, it's clearly an unbelievable car.
Right. Completely different from what's been made in the past. That history and negative stigma of, okay, you're going to need to put a lot of money into fixing it or whatever. So, all right, time to retire the MC20 after that beautiful drive. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But now you guys can see the reverse lights, all right, and you can see the brake lights, and also you can see the tail lights. So we'll be able to get everything, and then I'll swoop around up front to the headlights. But yeah, look at those reverse lights. They look really cool. So I'm gonna go back with them. You guys can see some of the other beautiful cars that are in here. It's really cool. Some nice classics. Bentley up front there. This is Brad's Ferrari F12. He's also got a lowrider. All right. And then we got a Viper, McLaren. There's a lot of cool stuff here, guys. But yeah, look at this thing. Insane. You see the reflectors up front as well. Headlights, full LEDs. Yeah, that looks cool. And it's so sinister against the matte black. Love it. So guys, what did you think? Did you enjoy the journey today with the 2022 Maserati MC20? What was your favorite part about this car? The looks, the sound, I mean, the interior. I mean, what did you guys love? Because I loved everything. But with that said, leave that comment down below. All right, make sure if you did enjoy the video to give it a big thumbs up. When you give the video a like, it helps get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on this beautiful Maserati MC20. Now make sure you guys check out the link in the description as well for the Motor Enclave, and thank you to Brad for letting us show his beautiful machine. Now if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down in the description. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, my Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. Guys, I appreciate the love and support. Thank you. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rides merch, just in case you guys want some long sleeve shirts, stickers, Kango hats, backpacks, everything Ron's Rides is here. Now, I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. See everything I'm posting, all right, Ferrari, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo. It doesn't always make it here to the channel. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. With that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides video. Peace.